Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another edition of Tool Tech. You guys know I've been talking about this new tool from GSTP Auto Parts. If you guys watched the LS video where we did the Evil Energy fuel lines, you'll know what this tool is because we used it in that video. GSTP reached out to me, wanted to know if they could sponsor a few videos, and I asked what they had available. They sent me their website, and this tool was on their website as one of the options that I could choose, and also the air horn on my son's 03. So you know I've been talking about this tool for a couple of videos, plus on my TikTok. All my social media links are in the description if you guys want to check those out. This tool is an AN line kit, or I'm sorry, an AN line builder tool. In just a few minutes we're going to take it over there to the vise and put it to the test. I have never used this as far as doing standard AN lines. We were just using the vise blocks on this tool to be able to build the E85 compliant fuel line, which is a different process than standard AN lines. So we're going to go ahead and get it opened up. We're going to show you everything that comes in this kit, and also take it over there. We're going to put it in a vise and put it to the test. Okay, like I said, this tool is from GSTP Auto Parts. Their links are in the description if you want to check them out. The link is going to be for this tool, and then if you want to go from there, just hit their name and it takes there to their home screen, and then you can search and see everything they have to offer on their website for whatever platform you're working on. Like I said, this is an AN line builder, and this is going to work from -12 to -4. And you have the tool itself, and then you have dies to the corresponding size that will go in the tool itself. And then you do have your vise blocks that we used to do the E85 compliant fuel lines over at Josh's house when we were outfitting his LS with fuel lines and also some heater core lines. So we use these vise blocks and just had it on the table, but I've never used this portion of the tool itself. So the way it works is you have these dies. We're going to be using -6, so I'm going to go ahead and grab them out of there. You open that up, you're going to have the die size for your fitting, which is going to be your hose end. It's going to be this one right here. You got your tapered end where your hose slides into. Then you have these two dies right here that hold your hose. Alright, so I got both dies in there. A little difficult to get this fitting in and get everything lined up with your top and bottom half. You gotta make sure and put your dies in the right way. This is recessed. We're gonna go ahead and just, while we're sitting right here, I guess we don't have to put it in the vise over there. I do have a piece of hose cut right here. This is -6. Nice clean edge. Gonna put that in there till I feel it bottom out. Go ahead and tighten the thumb screws down. Being careful not to crush this line. That's the only thing I really don't care for, is that holding that. You gotta make sure and it doesn't crush your line, whatever size. It shouldn't. That's why you have the corresponding die for the size hose that you're using or size line that you're using. And then you just take this and thread this right on in place. And once it bottoms out, you should be there. You'll feel resistance in your handle right here. Open this up. Slide that off. And you can see that's perfectly bottomed out inside there. Now you really don't need to set this in a vise. I just did it sitting right here and it worked out pretty good. The only thing that I don't care for is getting your fitting inside this block right here. So after you have this portion done, you slide this off. You take this barrel off. This piece goes on here like this. Slide that on. That goes like that. That goes like that. So now you have a vise block as well. And then this is what we use to build all those E85 lines. This worked out pretty nice. We used a C-clamp and mounted it to his table in the center right here. You can see that's why it's marked up right here. But it does have 2 holes on the bottom to where you can mount that as well on a table, so it would be a permanent fixture and have this just be your vise itself. So after that's done, you're gonna take your fitting and put in there. That one's already got some lube on it. This is a used fitting. And most time you tighten these until it's flush. So right there. That does make it pretty easy than trying to, I mean, it's easier once you get things figured out and lined up, putting that together, because most of the time, you guys know, getting this piece on your hose is the biggest pain in the butt that usually is for building AN lines. But I did make it pretty easy. One of the things that I did want to try as well is some stainless steel braided line. This is just nylon coated stainless. These traditionally, if you can see inside there, they have stainless inside them as well. But I'm curious to see how well it turns that fitting on this stainless as well. So let's go ahead and get it set back up. And this is -6 too. Let's get it set back up for the barrel part of the fitting again and see how easy it does with the stainless. You can see right through here where I had that on that hose end, did not crush it at all. So that's one of the things you're going to want to pay attention to when you have this portion on there, not to put too much down pressure on that and crush that. We're going to do it straight this time. We'll see if we can do this just a little bit quicker. Get your piece in there and lined up. Slide the top half of your barrel on. So that works a lot better like that. If I set the top half of that die on and then slid my barrel on. So that's ready to go. We'll see how clean of an edge this is from the factory. Pretty darn clean because they got tape on it. So let's go ahead, take that tape off. Just like it was before, we're gonna go ahead and get that put right in place just like that. Tighten down our block on this side. Make sure to put even pressure on both sides. And then we'll start twisting it on. So just like before, that's in there flush. So So now we'll go ahead and get this switched back over. That's another thing too. If you have a bunch that you're going to want to build, I would probably do all these ends first and then go back and switch it over to do this insertion right here, because having to switch it back and forth all the time, kind of a pain in the butt, but I mean, it is what it is. The nice thing about this, it does have side mounts as well. So if you wanted to, so you don't have to spin your line, put this in on the side and tighten it up just like that. And then you can come in from the side with this piece. There again, there's a stainless sign. So, not just overall too bad. Kind of, I wouldn't say inconvenience per se. It's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it works good for what it is. But it's a little awkward, maybe is the word I'm looking for to use. To get everything, I mean, like I said, if you're using it on a daily basis, it doesn't work just too bad. It's a heck of a lot better than these right here. This is some vise blocks that I have. This is what I primarily use to build all my AN lines, is these vise blocks, and then just a standard AN wrench, adjustable wrench. I only have one. It would be nice to have another one. This one's not too bad. I don't like the finger grips on this one. I would just like a smooth handle. I bought that one because I thought the finger grips are cool, but it's not so cool on your fingers or on your hand if you're using it. So yeah, it does work better than the standard vise blocks. So yeah, like I said, links are in the description if you guys want to check this out. It's GSTP Auto Parts. All right, so my final thoughts on this AN line tool from GSTP Auto Parts is it's awkward. It works well. It does its job well, but it's a little awkward, fumbling things back and forth. Like I said, I probably would do all my barrels on my lines first and then switch it over and put the other ends in would be fine. Or if you wanted to stick with your standard vise blocks to do those fittings, that would be great. Because the biggest pain in the butt when you're building your AN lines is actually twisting those barrels on whatever line you so choose to use, whether it's the nylon or whether it's the stainless. So, I mean, that's the biggest issue I have when doing so, is that portion right there. Getting this on is just not too bad. So, yeah, it's awkward. I like it, but it's awkward. Packaging, pretty nice. I like that everything is in this container or in this case. It's easy to find. It makes it a little difficult. They could have put some bases in where your dies are, because you do have to reach down in to pull them out. It would be nice if they set up just a little bit to grab a hold of them. This is probably about 2 inches thick. They should have kept the plugs, cut them in half, and then set the dies in there. There's plenty of room up on top to be able to do so. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just awkward. I like it, but it's awkward. So, once again, if you guys want to check it out, links are in the description, and you guys can use your own judgment from there. Is it worth the money? Yeah, for me it's worth the money just for getting that piece on right there. I like that portion of it the best. So, yeah, it's awkward. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I have. Check them out, GSTP Auto Parts. Links are in the description. Guess with that being said, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll see you guys in the next one.